Well, the countdown continues. We are now just 25 days, close to becoming 24, away from the beginning of competition at the 2014 Olympic Winter Games, just 26 days away from the opening ceremonies in Sochi, Russia.
And earlier this week, 9 more Detroit Red Wings were named to their respective countries' Olympic hockey teams. Joining goaltender Jimmy Howard, who will suit up for the USA in Sochi. That group including Henrik Zetterberg, Johan Franzen, Daniel Alfredsson, Nick Kronwall, Jonathan Eriksson, and Jonas Gustafsson, who will all play for Team Sweden.
Yeah, Russia's Pavel Datsuk and Slovakian teammates, former Griffin Tomas Tatar and current Griffin forward Tomas Jurko, who, despite playing 7 games in Detroit this season, still leads the Griffins in scoring. Tomas with 32 points in 32 games for Grand Rapids this year. Jurko was huge down the stretch for the Griffins championship and Calder Cup winning championship run last season. And he's picked up the slack after the loss of 2 of the biggest scorers from a year ago, Tatar and Gustav Nyquist, who of course headed to Detroit this season. Jurko says he's thrilled to be heading to Sochi.
Yeah, I was really excited. You know, it's something that athletes are dreaming about, to go to Olympics. You know, so obviously I was really happy, and I'm really excited to go there. It's something that everybody dreams about, all the athletes. So it's a big thing for me, and you know, it's a pretty good for me as being a 21 years old. You know, so it's something that especially hockey players in Slovakia dream about. Hockey is a pretty big sport in Slovakia, so for me it's just gonna be a great time. We will have some great players from NHL. So there's gonna be around 8-9 players from NHL, and of course Hossa and Chara, and those guys are just great players, and there is much I can take from it, and it's going to be a great experience. I had a clue that I might make it, but I wasn't sure things, so I was just trying to work hard and do my thing, and I made it, so I'm really happy. You know, when I first got here, it was more about my tricks and stuff. Guys people in Grand Rapids didn't know me; they only watched the videos before, and it kind of I wasn't really happy with it, because like I said, I wanted to be known as a hockey player, and not as a clown. So it's really good that we first of all, you know, we had a great run last year, and then this year I get called up, and then this thing I got invited for Olympics. So I think I achieved what I wanted, you know, and I think hopefully I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing.
And the success of guys like Jurko on a national stage all started here at the local level with the Grand Rapids Griffins building that foundation, and the man who's building it now, head coach Jeff Blashill, kind enough to join us in the studio. And Coach, it's got to be a real treat to see guys like Tatar and Jurko playing at that Olympic level.
Well, I was really excited for both of them. I know both of them are passionate about Slovakia. They both wanted to make the team desperately, and to see both of them on it, I know it means a ton to them. And it's not just making a really good hockey team and then going and playing the greatest tournament in the world. It's being an Olympian. What a special thing, especially for both those guys at young ages. It's just a great thing.
He spent some time in Detroit. He's still leading you in scoring. We see some guys from year 1 to 2 make these exceptional jumps, and he seems to be that kind of guy. What is the difference from, you know, when you had him early last year to this year?
Well, it was, you know, when he first came into us, he was a confident guy, but probably didn't know how to play in the program and be successful. He had been a real good junior, and then he lost his confidence as he was adjusting and trying to learn how to be a successful pro, and then he kind of came out at the end of the lockout last year. He got put in a position to be more important on our team, and he really took that, and by the end of the year, I thought through the playoffs, he was one of the best players. Yeah. You know, his birthday falls right after Christmas. He was a healthy scratch a year ago for us. This year he was playing in the NHL for the Red Wings. A great jump by him. He cares a lot and he works real hard at his game.
Probably easy for any player to lose some confidence when you have back-to-back losses and things like that, but you guys really haven't had that this year. You guys picked up where you left off with the Calder Cup championship.
We've done a good job, I think, over the 2 years, and this is because of the leadership we have on our team and with our captains. They've done a good job of just staying pretty even-keeled. And you know, we approach every day. We try to be the best we can be in practice every day. We try to do the same thing in games. We don't necessarily react to the scores as much as we react to how we play. And we've been able to not go on any, so far, not go on any real long bad stretches. We've always rebounded from a bad game game with a real good game. I think the biggest key is not to get on too much of a roller coaster and to try to keep the good performances as often as you can. And sometimes you lose in those. We had one Friday night where we played really well and lost. But if you have that type of effort and that type of attention to detail, you're going to win most nights.
I know some of it is the players, obviously, the Hogans, the Evans, and even the guys who have come here, like Jordan, having a good attitude about it. But talk about the position you've been in. Maybe a lot of folks don't know with the veterans rule. Some of those guys have had to sit a lot since you've had those guys come from Detroit. How difficult has that been for you to manage that with players who want to play, obviously?
Yeah, we have a rule in the league where you can only have 5 veterans that play every night. So and that's a certain number of games dictates who's a veteran. And so we've had up to 7 when Patrick Eves was down here. And so, you know, that meant that the veterans that have been with us had to sit, and we kind of went on a rotation.
Even if they belonged in the lineup,
even if it wasn't a hockey decision, it was a rule. It was a decision based on this rule, and so they definitely belonged in the lineup. But you know, I think it was a guy like Jeff Hogan, a guy like Brendan Evans, who stepped up right away and said, you know, we'll go ahead and sit those first games. And and actually Tristan Grant actually sat the very first game when Jordan Tutu got sent down. And they've all said, for the good of the team, they've been great examples to our team of being selfless, and they've done a great job with that. They don't like it. They want to play every night, but they understand that it is what it is, and let's keep moving along. We can either react and have a real good season, or we can react the wrong way, and it can tear our team apart, and so far it's done the right way.
When your veterans are having to sit like that and you're getting players called up to Detroit so often, who's really stepped up this year, maybe one of the younger guys that hadn't last year?
Well, I'd say, well, you know, we have a real young D core, and so they weren't necessarily here last year, but we've dressed really young D every night, first year D every night with Ryan Sproul and Xavier Willette, Alexei Marchenko, who's in Detroit right now, Nick Jensen just came off injury. Those guys have been every night, so they're getting extremely important minutes every night. Now, they're guided by Nathan Patient, Brendan Evans, and Adam Almquist out there, but yet they've been in real big minutes, and they've had to be big-time players for us. They've been on the power play, on the penalty kill in key situations, 5-on-5, and we wouldn't be, if they were just good prospects but not yet good players, we wouldn't have a good record. They're not only good prospects, they're good players right now.
I know you're going to point out it's the players, obviously, that put the wins on the board, but a great honor for you to be named the All-Star Coach of the American Hockey League. And for the folks who don't know, it's not a little scrimmage in between. You're going to play a team from the Swedish Elite League. So congratulations on that. What does it mean to you?
Well, thanks. It was, you know, it'll be a great opportunity. It'll be fun to get assemble a team of, and it's only one team because of that, and so it'll be just a great amount of really great players. It'll mean a lot, though. We'll need to go there and win. We want to prove, and we talk a lot about being the second best league in the world to the National Hockey League. Well, we have an opportunity to prove it, so we want to go there and prove it for sure. It is, though, because of the fact of the sacrifice and the job that our players did a year ago in winning the Calder Cup. That's the main reason why I got chosen. So, you know, it certainly is. I'm very thankful to the players and their efforts they gave last year.
You think about the All-Star Classic, playing at Comerica Park, the Calder Cup Championship. It's been a great year and a half for you here in Grand Rapids. How have you maybe developed as a coach over this last year and a half, or changed?
Yeah, I've grown a ton. I think this league is a great league to learn in. I have a great opportunity that with the parent club, with the Red Wings, I have great relationships with all the coaches there, and so we're in unique situations where we can talk all the time and learn from each other. The coaches in this league and the players in this league are great, so every night you're challenged. You know, we play the teams in our division 10 times, so you have to learn to tweak what you do and make little adjustments, and as you move through the season, it's just a great challenge. I wanted to get into pro hockey because I wanted to be challenged at the highest level, and I'm certainly doing that, and so I think I hope I'm learning and getting better every day.
About 30 seconds left. Obviously, you have a great start. There's no cup hangover for you guys. These are the dog days. How difficult are they to get through? At least you've been at home of late, but how difficult are they to get through right now?
Well, I think it's important to make sure that every single night you're on top of your game, and you're not going to win every night, and we haven't necessarily done that, but I thought this past week we got back to being real good and real good attention to detail every night, and we lost one of them. But yet, if we play that way every single night, we're going to be a real good team, so we got to come ready every single day.
All right, and as I said when Hoagie was here, I personally want to thank you for allowing a guy like me to have a Calder Cup championship ring. So thank you publicly.
No problem.
We appreciate it very much. Thanks for being here tonight, Jeff.
Thank you.